So we have inputted our data into our production table. We have created plots from that particular data, and we've created reports for submissions to our clients. I'd now like to take you into the Pass Viewer component of Field Notes version 3. In this component, we will be creating pass files or pressure ASCII files for submissions to the Energy Utilities Board of Alberta. And to do that, we simply go, if you take a look at our tabs here in the top corner, you see Field Measurement, Production Summary, Activity Log, Data, and Pass Viewer. What we want to do is we want to click on the Pass Viewer here. And you can see that we have a number of tabs that come up that open once we open the Pass Viewer. We have Version, Well Information, Test Data, Meters, Data Table Summary, Summary Plot, and Save Pass File. So what we want to do is we want to start inputting information. Most of the information will already be inputted after you have inputted the information under the general and well information. So as I showed you before, you input the information here, your client info, well info, so on and so forth, and that information gets populated into your Pass Viewer. So we'll go back into our Pass Viewer, and the Pass Viewer will show you what pieces of information are considered mandatory and will be required before you submit your pass file. So as you can see, we already have inputted our unique well identifier. That was inputted along with the well and general information under the Data tab. Our drill leg, we can identify that as well. You can see here that we, under the EUB well license number, we have mandatory that comes up. And what the Pass Viewer is telling you is that this is mandatory information that is required before you can submit a pass file. So what we'll do here is we'll just put in an arbitrary number here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We click the tab button here, and you can see now that the mandatory label is now been deleted. We then go into our test data, and you can see here how we have a number of mandatory columns here. Our service company code is 1. Then we have our test production intervals. We have our gas flared, our gas incinerated, gas produced to pipeline, and gas vented. So what we're going to do here is, if you take a look at the service company code, the Pass Viewer will provide you with a number of listings of service company codes of testing companies in Canada. To get a service company code, you will need to fill out an application form with the Energy Utilities Board of Alberta, and they will provide you with this usually 4 to 5 letter acronym as your service company code. So you see we have a listing here. And any additions that are made by the Energy Utilities Board, we are notified, and then we add those service company codes into the software. So what we're going to do is we'll just pick any company here. So we'll just add in Altacor Energy Services. Recorders run. It asks you, did you run recorders? You can say yes or no or unknown. Test production interval for top of meter Kelly bushing. What we can do here is we can just type in an arbitrary number. So we'll go 1,000 meters here. Again, the mandatory labeling has been deleted. Then we put in the base of Kelly bushing, and we'll put in 2,000. Gas flared, gas incinerated, gas produced to pipeline, or gas vented. Basically what we want to do is the value that is inputted into one or a number of these 4 different columns must equal the total cum gas produced. So what we'll do is we'll just simply go to our gas flared here, and we'll type in 29.4876, and we click there. And we'll just click 0 for incinerated, gas produced to pipeline 0, and 0 for gas vented. So now what we'll do is we'll now go to our meters, and you can see that this is in effect what your pass file will look like. So we'll scroll over here. You can see all the different columns. This is the information that the Energy Utilities Board will be looking at once they receive your file. Then we can go to our data table summary here, and this gives you a summary of your temperatures, pressures, and of course your rates. And then we go into our summary plot, and you can see that summary plot is quite similar to the plot that we had created under the field measurements table. There are some differences, though, in that this plot has to meet the file specifications for acceptance by the Energy Utilities Board. What it does have, however, is it does have the scaling capability like it does under the field measurements table. So again, we'll just lock here, and you can see how this is done for you. Now, once we've done that, what we can do then is, if we go under File, actually there's two ways to do this. We can go under, we can go to Save Pass File, and we can also go under File. And under File, there is a component here that says